Sports.
Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Big throw caught on the left side. Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Pitch to the back. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
First down at 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented in and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
But the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. We'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He knocks this one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Short pass finds the tight end. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put.
And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? First down. They're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield at the 42.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
He'll drop back here on third down. Escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Why does this have to happen?
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
But to avoid another punt here on the 2nd drive, they got to convert here on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. The pass is off target. He got easy through as the 3rd down pressure works. Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Crossing the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down play coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for...
Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Hand off to the single back. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Jukes to get free.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Extra point try coming now. PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's running out of time here. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? There's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And now the running back's got it again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole, and look at this Texas running back just running physical for a nice first down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, more recently Bijan Robinson. Incredible history in all.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Second down after the incompletion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The pickup is 6, makes it third down and 4.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Running play called on third and short. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on fourth down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the +42.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, UNLV.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit just a field goal. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put in the scoring position before the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll feed the back again. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game. And he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
The back's got it. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And now the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Timeout is called to tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. And the defense will call timeout here, the age-old practice of trying to ice the kicker. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that is no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Tough spot here, second and long from the 16. The secondary backed up off the ball now. They're going to run it here. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's going to pull it down and run. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback. Really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
The coverage team able to bring the return to the ground. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Makes a quick grab. Bites off a defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
and set second down play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense hungry to convert here in third down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. Trucks through the defender. They pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And first down, they go right back to him. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Heads up, offense is now operating in the red zone. A handoff to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And here's the handoff. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Rebels. Will take the lead in the second half. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's the spin move. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. Third down, out of the shotgun. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25's as they try to get this drive going. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Linebacker shifting around now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
And he's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Anytime you see a defense sit back and cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
UNLV offense back out on the field now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Caught quickly.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes a quick catch. And they get him down after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He escapes the sack. Or he escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They've got him down out near the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
A good push up front here. This back, I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Longhorns churn out another first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Gives it to the back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Longhorns will have first and 10 here. Here's that defense shifting again. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Takes the handoff again. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game. Critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this. Now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
Now the drive for the point after to make it a 3-point game. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Send the back in motion. Hits the running back in the flat. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. A solid run, good for first down yardage. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Important second down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
He's moving out of the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
It's an important first down on that running play. Heading left after the handoff. Runs right over the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Powerful running into the secondary. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? And tackled there by the defense. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to 1st and goal, get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on 2nd and goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Defense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, UNLV. To take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
He's missed the PAT. Wow. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play up more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Press coverage now from these DBs. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
Looks like quarterback will just take a knee here. The push in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today,